Family. How y'all feeling this early, late night? It's early morning, late night. So I love family. We're gonna go ahead and get into whack bitch ass, man. See what this whole ass nigga talking about, man.
say in those small LA, Chicago, but outside of those two entities, our kids aren't automatically going in there.
60s deep as a mother in Texas.
But our kids, but I would have never got exposed to it if I didn't never go to the boys' home. I would have never known nothing about rolling 60s had I never went to the boys' home.
Where was it located?
In the rural area
of Texas, right?
Yeah, of Texas.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
my son don't know nothing about rolling 60s.
So is it Nipsey's fault that he come up the way he come up?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just know before Nipsey died, I seen him slapping a guy that's trying to record him and his girl, which.
Stop dreaming, start booking. Your next trip is just a deal away on Priceline. Priceline.
Why are we called Northern Tool and Equipment and not Northern Tool and Tomfoolery?
You a celebrity. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before I'm anything. Not that I'm a man, not that I'm a father. I heard him say I'm a Crip before anything. So once I started listening to him, I heard a song where he say, I'm gonna turn all these bitches into lesbians. Now,
I didn't hear that song.
Now I see it's on.
So at that point you became an advocate for women.
I don't give a fuck about women.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, women, you say you
no. Let me finish. You asked me about Nip, nigga. Yeah, he said I'm gonna turn all these bitches, and I'm saying I got a daughter. So when I see that, I don't like gang members. Gang members don't do a motherfucking thing for black people, but kill other black people. During the police shooting, the gang members ain't rising up like that daddy did to go kill nothing. When it's time to when the Mexicans do something to the same. So I'm saying these gang members. He just so happened to be one of them gang members. So when I go to his funeral, I find out why are people in my city celebrating this. I ain't never heard his songs or nothing. Don't know nothing about this.
Stop right there. I was one to say, and Biggie Smalls said it, you nobody till somebody kills you. Because Nip dropped his album 2019, right?
Yeah.
No, 2018. Yeah. He died 2019, right? So that first year, album did 50, 60,000 copies, okay? Even when he got killed, it still took another year after the death for it to reach platinum. Okay. If the boom, the persona that we saw from the world was real, it wasn't just no BS, that thing would have been platinum overnight.
So when I go to the funeral, I'm sitting and I'm listening because I'm here to find out who is this Nip guy. So I don't hear nobody really say Nipsey. I hear Earmus. So when Lauren London's son got up there and said, last night, Earmus came to me in a dream and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? So when this kid gave this detailed description of Earmus, homie, it blew my mind. I put the blunt out and
he was the father.
I started paying attention. So then Lauren London spoke about him. So I said, nah, homie, Nipsey was a character like the WWE. This guy was intelligent. And then I got to talk to Big Syke after the funeral. Big Syke gave me a ride back to the house. Big Syke said Nip came up to him when he was about 11 years old and said, big homie, why you gangbang? And he said, I gangbang because I was born to. He said Nip told him at 11, he don't have the name Nip yet, big homie, when I grow up, I'm gonna change the hood. Kid grew up to change the hood. So I fell in love with Earmus.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that's so I'm painting a picture. These rappers ain't who we think they are. Yeah. If I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood rolling, but nigga, this was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, what we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin to these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
You combed through every last piece of evidence. You made the final, impossible connection.
I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but
I'm saying he played one in American Gangster. So why can't
no.
They rap persona.
Because our kids think these are the personas. I with kids. I ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what kids you talking about? You talking about the
What
kids?
we know what
No,
actor,
I don't know what kids you talking about. I'm talking about the kids I know.
My son,
I don't know your son. I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
But what do your son think?
My son know not to think. He been taught all that bullshit on TV.
So is it on the rappers or is it on the parents?
It's on the parents.
So question I have for you with this same thing. You also are a father. And when you hear messages,
I'm a daddy too.
Yeah, when you hear
father just biological shot you out. Daddy will take care of you.
Facts. Now, when you talk about being a father, being a daddy, right, and you hear a message like Charleston's, do you agree with his message, knowing that you don't want that for the kids?
No, I'm told even he know that. I'm told I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school. I tell them gang banging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done. I don't regret it because it got me to where I'm at today, right? I went through what I went through to understand it. But no, I don't think gang banging is healthy for nobody in no shape, form, or fashion at all. All the cap that is there to protect the community, nah, that ain't what it's there for. Because if we even look at what we do, majority gangs claim a park, right? Who the park was created for?
Kids.
Okay, now if you got a bunch of grown dudes in the park who done went across the way and put some work in 2 nights before, where they know where to come retaliate at.
Yeah.
So now you got a bunch of grown cats bringing the problem to the park, and now we got little Eddie hit over here, 9 years old, because he in the sandbox, right? So everything that they do is really a violation, but I guess what? Majority of these gangs, the rules were started by somebody with an 8th grade education. This is just what's real, and it's selective politicking all the way through. What's wrong for him is right for him because he got the bag. What's right for him is wrong for him because who his uncle is. So it ain't really no structure. It ain't nothing about it. I didn't really start growing in the mind until I left the hood and started to see the world.
But what got me here, he was killed by his own kind.
Well, Boosie called that. Boosie told everybody years ago.
He was killed by his own kind. And it ain't been no retribution or retaliation or no ill will toward the kind that killed him.
Well, how could it be when that's the nature of their block? They got a saying over there.
You ain't a real one until you kill one.
That's a fact.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, how long will this take? I'm kind of in a rush.
Oh, just 10 minutes.
Get out, 10 minutes? Y'all are like...
Well-oiled machine.
I was gonna go there, but then it felt obvious. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
So now with you got a stigma on your name given to you by the internet, and people want the internet, and they say,
what's the stigma?
They say Wack 100 is the police.
How am I the police?
They say you're the police.
Because I know a lot.
Because you know a lot. So tell me,
got a lot of info.
Tell me what it is about, because I had a conversation with Taxstone. And I know you heard the conversation because he's like, I heard Dan's mom got a red mouth. Listen. And I'm like, look, listen, Farouk from the Nation of Domination is coming at me.
So Taxstone is a dude back in like 2015. He started to use my name. I didn't even know. I still don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
He just started saying my name, right? And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a lot of people credit and props if you got on saying another dude's name. If you got on being who you are. You know how I found out who he was? I thought he was the manager of this little dude they dropped the paperwork on. Remember the little rapper out of Philly, the East Coast or something?
Yeah, Pop Hunter.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I saw him defending him. So I automatically thought this must be the manager. So I said something. This how me and his back and forth. I didn't know who Charleston White was, right? So he responded to me. He didn't start it with me. He responded to me because of what I said. But when it comes to information, I'm gonna be real. I've been an information guy since I was yay big in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Depending on what role and position you play on your block, depending on your level of information you dealing with. I don't give a damn if it was football, basketball, whatever it was. I was always the captain of the team. My little neighborhood clique, but we was on bicycles. right? And skateboard, nailing the milk crate to the skateboard. I was always the one to figure out where we gonna get the crates from. And guess what that took? Information. So I'm always a guy that's gonna talk to the right people, right? To be able to get the information I need. Now, when I started the exposure stigma, I knew what I was doing. I got a slew of shit from the women from the federal penitentiary. I ain't even let go yet. Cause it's more telling on them than anything. So what they do, my number been leaked on the internet for 9 years. I never change it. So guess what? They sent it to me. Yeah. I don't even, I wake up, man, I got so much stuff. If I mention somebody, the dude who don't like you or who woman you took or who you owe some money or whoever it is at work they sent it to me. This is how I get my information. Majority of it, if it's coming from a neighborhood, come from your neighborhood. Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? I didn't know this in the 90s. Guess what? It's his homies sending me that. I wouldn't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists, but they so scared to say it because they think he gonna tell on them because he got a snitch jacket. They like, yo, he told on this dude Eddie Boy in 92. I don't know this shit. So you know what they do? They give us Eddie Boy number. We call Eddie Boy. 600 go down there and meet him.
That was gonna be my question. When your source is the enemy, how do you filter what's real and what's not?
But what's the enemy?
You can't be ashamed of what you done. You can't be ashamed. You can't be ashamed of what you done.
See, you got to remember, in other places like you from Florida, right? See, I'm gonna warn y'all now. He know this. Don't think that Crip and Blood shit means his enemy in California.
Okay.
Oh no, that ain't to be together.
I said that because you said the enemy of such and such would contribute that information.
Well, you got to.
That you found it, but they bringing it to you.
Let's say, like, right, me and you getting into it online, right, and your cousin over there, you done whooped his ass 8 years ago. He don't like you, but he knows something about you. He sends it to me. I don't know how to contact your people. Half the information I got don't got nothing to do with the law. Now the paperwork we pull. Paperwork is public record. The number one thing that y'all don't realize works against you is a phone number. If we got your phone number, we got everything. Phone number. Gonna tell us your information. We gonna see your city. You from up LA County, we gonna run it. Anything criminal gonna pop up and then we gonna dig. I got a whole team. I can pull my phone open right now. I got a whole team that's all they do all day is run, pull, potential ops. Who's a potential op? Anybody they see on the internet mentioning my name in any type of disrespectful way, I look at it. I was talking to Charleston. Some of them I look at, this just want me to mention him for some clout. Some of them I see, you think you that guy. We expose you.
What about Clubhouse? What does that factor in with all
that's a code I created.
You damn near seem like the CEO of
Clubhouse.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just took the app.
It's yours.
Yeah, you own it. He's the owner.
You own it.
So the Honey side runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. It never shuts down. It's compiled of 15 rooms. I got a security team. It's a queen. That's her. R&B. We got
y'all bullying people.
We don't. No, we don't. Because we be in our own space. We got spies. I got 42 spies that never talk. They won't call me. They just text me.
But what's their motivation?
Huh?
But what's their motivation? Are they trying to get favor with
You know what their motivation is?
You know
what their motivation? Everybody want to be part of something. Everybody want to be part of something. And if they can pick and choose what they are part of, they hit me. They be like, they know, okay, Wack got 33 spies. He'll send me a slew of stuff. Can I be spy 34? It's real. I pull this phone open right now. They report to me what's going on Clubhouse, who doing what on the floor. What, like Hocus 4/5, we on this bumper. If I go to my phone right now, I guarantee you they done pulled up all kind of shit on Hocus. Watch this. You look.
Say what's up, Hokers. I fuck with Hokers too.
Listen.
I fuck with Hokers.
What I tell you?
Yeah, riding in the motherfucker.
Bro.
That's that boys' home shit.
Look, what I tell you?
No, that's that boys' home shit, man. Went to the boys' home.
What it say?
Oh, yeah.
That's his paperwork.
PDF.
Look, Hocus.
Uh-oh.
Bail. Look. Look at this. We got mounds of this shit. That's one text thread. I got like 10 of these on it. So it's an operation over there.
So let me ask you this. How do a motherfucker come to Clubhouse and make money? Because that's all my whole beef with me. Over ain't making
no
money.
No, now, Charleston, let me give you some game. Clubhouse, I designed to help other people make money. So I got a media team, and they sit down there. Wherever I go, they follow me. Sometimes I create the content. Like lately, they've been having a old 2-year clip of me and my girl. They don't know we be in the same house. We be like, baby, let's give them some content. She'll go in there and be talking. I come in there, what you just say? And we'll just argue. Right? But they believe it. It's entertaining to the people. Right? So they take it and they run with it. But guess what? My media team takes it, chops it up, and release it. Wack 100 and White gets into it. People watch it. I got like 6-7 people on the media team.
Well, that's why I stopped.
Coming over there because I had you figured out before you got there.
Oh, well, you wouldn't argue with me. Yeah. You wouldn't argue with me. I come over here to fight.
That's rule one.
I come over here to fight.
No, look, so they saying, what? Charleston said this, Charleston said that. Bitch, Charleston. I said, listen, I'm fighting Charleston back right now. I said, I'm going to fight this for about 2 weeks. That's all the war. They said, when are you going to go start fighting? I said, I'm fighting him now. Get it. 2 weeks.
War.
Once he said he ain't stupid, right? He didn't study me like I studied him. If I say one word to him, that's all he needs. It's blazing. I have to fight him with silence. You can't fight no nigga.
I ain't been back since.
Talk faster than you.
It's hard.
Say more heinous shit. This nigga say the most crazy.
Let me ask you this. You talk about like people pulling, like you putting shit out on the internet. How they get a picture of you with your cheeks out though?
No, I was laying on the bed. I just listen. So Broad come in. She did a podcast with me, right? I ain't gonna lie. I went over there. I hit her. You know, you slide into something and you like she make the wrong face and you really look at what you doing. You like you tripping. Yeah. So I just stopped like 7-8 minutes in, right? And when I stopped, I just start feeling like disgusting. So I'm like, let me go get in the shower. Cause wash this shit off for me. I wasn't proud of this shit. I'm like,
hey, are you in there?
Oh my God, what is it?
This is part of it.
What did you do?
Did I do it right?
You hear the call, the leaves rustling, birds singing.
Tripping what the you want. So I went and jumped in the shower. And I'm one of them dudes, bro, that I like to be served. So I'm like, I done did this with this mother hood rat. She gonna do something. Bitch, go get some lotion, come lotion my body. So I laid on the bed, and when I laid on the bed, when she went to get the lotion, she took a picture. Now here go the thing. I don't know about y'all, but I don't walk around the room fully dressed, especially no hotel room. Not with no female. Like, now it'd be different if, because it's me, anything he do, they catch you outside with his shoes off, they gonna say he broke, he ain't got no shoes. So it could be some normal shit, but they gonna take it and ride with it. Now, I don't mind it because we understand the algorithm. Good, bad, the ugly. If you mentioning the shit, it don't matter to me. Now, you got me in there with a transgender or something I ain't supposed to be in there with, then it's a problem. But long as I'm in there with a female,
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what now.
I remember. You said that like
well, his ass was ass.
Yeah, he shaved the back of his legs or some shit.
Yeah. And the toe reported to the ground. So you heard the story just said. I said, "Them went in the dirt, laying on this bed, and toe to the ground."
So let me ask you a question. So you lay in the bed. Look, so you lay in your bed. You just lay on your back.
No, just jugging that shit.
I'm just
Late, how you late? But nigga, ain't no picture floating around. Nigga with me laying like that. Yeah. No, so you know, at that time, that was good.
Well, he gonna grab it and he gotta roll
there
with
you go.
it.
Not just for me, but for a lot of people, that was at least 2 months worth of content.
Yeah, you got
at least 2 months worth of content. And the broad that did it, she had about a 6 to 9 month run of content. She just didn't know what to do, so she lost the light. Right. She was supposed to quit talking about him and bring it about her and her gifts and talents. So that's where a lot of people get caught up at home. They get the light, they have this momentum, and then it's on this short span.
Well, I mean, what she didn't want me to release was that, you know, when you hit that spot and she opened her mouth up, halfway back, her tongue was like gray, copper.
Oh man!
So I was like, "Oh shit!"
Diddy was
so
pissing in her mouth.
all systems went off. Like just everything stopped working.
Where'd I park at?
Yeah,
Start thinking about other shit. Like
now, I got a question for you though. Why you keep saying Nipsey was paying for protection?
Turn it up.
Where you get that from? For real, like, cause I've never known Nip. One thing about his movement, his team, and his brother wouldn't have went for it. I've never known him to pay nobody for no protection.
His people. Yeah, I ain't gonna say the name, but his people.
So now you protecting liars.
Come on, Charles. I don't know if they lied or not. I met them before the internet.
Do you really think?
Man, listen.
No, for real. Do you really?
Yeah. If Big U is what they say he was, there's no way he was letting this
Okay,
guy
let's do the math. One of Nipsey Hussle's man, Spats, he about 5'3". Why? Put Big U on his pockets. You think if Nick Team feared Big U like that, I raise his hand to him?
Man,
yes or no?
All I know is from what I heard directly after the funeral and what I seen on that camera, he got killed in his own hood, in his own city, around his own friends, with word of your protection. If you ain't
bro, that happened every day out there. He just happened to be
from there. I don't know.
Just get killed in your hood.
Not like that.
What?
Not like that.
We just ain't you from where they just gunned this little dude down from his daughter? Ain't you from that area? You from Dallas Fort Worth? Right?
I'm from the suburbs. I ain't from the hood.
Okay, listen.
No motherfucker hood. I ain't grew up in no neighborhood with them
gang bang
in the boys' home, and I ain't never gang bang outside the boys' home.
How old was you when you was in the boys' home?
14 to 21.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So that means when you made that statement, you was banging.
What banging? Made what statement?
When the shot the cop.
No, I wasn't banging.
You said you was 16.
I was 14. I was 14. We 14. We committed the murder.
So you was 14.
Yeah, 14.
So you start banging after that?
Yeah.
In the facility.
The facility.
You know that don't make no sense.
I don't give a what it made.
So why would you start banging after?
Because it's just like joining a fraternity. It was fun.
So you didn't do it for the seriousness of it?
Hell no. If I wasn't serious about nothing, nigga didn't get visits. I did. So y'all just having fun.
So you never even grew up in the hood?
Never.
Don't just get the news. Understand what the news means on The Michael Knowles Show. I will take you beneath the surface to see their historical, philosophical, even religious roots, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on the Daily Wire.
The bespoke AI laundry combo washes and dries in only 6.
So you just been playing with it?
The whole time.
Where's the hat at?
That's why I wore a hat that says I think everybody's playing.
Hey, listen, for all y'all, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the fuck you on. We ain't taking this flack. We sweat in here because the dancer, he ain't pay his light bill. We running off a generator.
Yeah, no.
Nigga ain't got no AC.
I think everybody playing, even if they come from it. That's why 90% of cases in court are solved and organized by plea bargain. Because ain't going to trial. What you mean? Ain't fighting the white boy. Because if most time you go to trial, you win.
Well, if you did it, what the hell you gonna fight for?
Okay. If you did it, then
why you gonna fight?
What you mean? Why you go fight? You fight everything else? You fight everything
that
else.
That is fighting. If
no.
If you read the paperwork, right?
So then when the white boy, when the white boy gets you, hey, hold on. When the white boy gets you and he say, "I'll rise," what you do? You rise. So no. So you play tough in the hood with everybody, but when the white boy gets you, now you want a plea bargain. No.
You plea bargain.
I was a kid. I did with my mom.
No. I called my cousin.
Juvenile trial and got 12 years.
How much time you did?
I get juvenile.
How much time you do?
I did 14 to 21, nigga. I didn't have to go do no more time. I'm a juvenile.
You didn't do no 7 years.
Do how long I do?
You didn't do
14
no
to 21.
damn 7
You're a
years.
motherfucking lie. You don't know me, nigga.
Come on, bro.
You're a goddamn lie. I did 7, 14 to 21. 14 to 21.
You got the
I ain't got to prove a motherfucking thing, nigga. It's documented.
Don't worry,
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse gonna pull it up.
Yeah, we pulling that shit up.
It's documented in
So
Supreme Court. I just said what I said.
7 years straight.
I just said what I said. 14. We didn't kill no motherfucking cop. Listen to this nigga. A cop. We ain't kill no motherfucking cop, nigga. We killed a white man, an innocent white man trying to stop us from steal jacket. I was sentenced to 12 years under Texas juvenile determined sentencing law. At 18, you go back to court. It's called a transfer hearing. Based on this transfer hearing, you either be transferred into the adult prison system, go home on parole, or you're recommitted back into the youth custody. I was recommitted and did another 3 years.
So you tell them you did a 7 year jump.
I mean, fuck you, nigga. I just said what I said, dumbass nigga.
Let me ask you another question.
14 to 21,
so
nigga.
let me ask you another question. I don't know if there's any truth to this.
I've been saying it all this time. Ain't nobody came out alive. He was in the boys' home with me. He did 19.
We got to look into that.
Nigga,
so listen.
You ain't got to look into nothing.
Listen.
Nigga, I don't lie like you.
Let me ask you a question.
Paperwork.
Let me ask you a question. The dudes that's in there, they say every time they go up for a parole hearing, you send something in.
I don't. You can't do that in Texas. You as a co-defendant, the only people who are allowed to go to your parole hearing are the victims. Nobody else.
So that's a lie.
That's a lie. The person who committed a crime with you, for one, they don't notify to say, "Hey, he's going up," and for two, you can't come speak. You're not the victim.
Well, they saying they notify you because you gave a statement on him on the stand.
Why would they notify me?
Because you gave a statement on it.
But why would they notify me? Hold on. All criminals, they do not notify the co-defendant. You're not the victim. They don't care if he get out and kill you.
Who don't?
The system.
Bullshit.
You lying to me. Nigga, I don't know now, nigga.
Bullshit.
I don't know now,
if
nigga.
Your ass get on the stand.
They not doing that, my nigga. You a goddamn lie. They not doing it. And I know plenty of niggas done got on the stand. And
so you saying the dudes in there,
I would, listen. I'm a big dog in Texas. Ain't now nigga go come do a motherfucking thing to me whether I told on him or not. They ain't go, nigga, I'm a real big dog in Texas. You think I can talk how I talk? Nigga, I'm a real big dog in Texas. The nigga I told on is a pup to me. My nigga right there was on the same unit with him. That nigga caught, nigga, what I'm gonna go steal? Nigga, I don't give a damn about no nigga I told on. And don't think a nigga touch me. No,
so you know him.
I don't know the nigga.
You know the nigga you told on.
Yeah, he know him.
So that's your real homeboy.
Me and that nigga been homeboys since the 15.
That's your real homeboy. You don't give a fuck what it is.
I done got into it with South Walker, Jay. Ain't no nigga in Texas go fuck with me, nigga. I'm a real big dog.
You know Sauce don't really play.
I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. From 03, brother Neil, mama Neil, nigga, ain't no nigga go fuck with me in Texas. Nigga, I'm a real big dog.
Sauce Walker fucks with Charleston.
No, he just don't pay him no attention.
No, they do. No, they do.
He don't take him serious.
I'm totally taking serious. Nigga, you took me serious. Nigga, why you think you sitting here? You did. Nigga, why you think you sitting here? No. Nigga, you don't even mention no nigga name. You don't take him serious.
Listen.
You don't even mention the nigga.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you.
Listen, my nigga. I done been all over
the country. Let me tell you what I took serious about you.
I done been all over the country, and I really think I'm bad.
You was good at your craft.
And I really think I'm bad when I ain't playing my craft.
What you mean?
I think I'm bad, nigga, by my motherfucking self, without the gang, without the hood, in Texas, in the state of Texas. It ain't a nigga in prison or out of prison.
So you saying you the face of Texas?
I run Texas.
You was Texas stand for?
I run Texas. I'm the baddest nigga in Texas right now, and ain't a nigga fucking with me.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic. I use the shape composition here. Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask. Nice. Next up, we'll keep it.
So you ain't never sleeping?
I ain't gotta sleep, nigga.
So why you was sleeping at that light, nigga? What you was on? You gotta tell us. We want to
That's
know.
different.
What you was on, nigga? You know, you fucking with a professional up here.
Hold on.
You know, what you was on?
Let's see what we got.
What you was on, nigga?
My own line of Charleston White Nan and Boo Boo THC.
No, that's cat. Good promo.
No. My own line of Nan. He think everything cap. I ain't no capping nigga. Nigga, I got my own line from the weed spot. I asked them to make it like that so we can combat the opioid crisis. I told them make it strong so they got some people and put them in the laboratory. Nigga made me my own and I make a killing off.
Concentrate.
Nigga.
I thought they found some pills in the car.
They didn't find no pills in the car, nigga. That's why I ain't got no felony conviction. Nigga in Texas, they ain't finna let me get caught with no pills in the guns in all the bags
nigga,
of the
you
drink.
been caught with all kind of shit.
You a goddamn lie, nigga. I only get caught with guns and weed. And I say the weed is CBD.
I thought your guns was legal though.
They is legal, but you can't have it with weed. So I have to go to court and say, Your Honor, this is not THC marijuana. This is the CBD, Your Honor.
Medicine.
Under the federal levels. So they throw out the weed and give me back my gun. Most dumb niggas don't know that. They keep the package with the weed plant on it in the name. I keep it in the Ziploc bag, nigga, so I can say it's CBD. Nigga, you ain't talking to no dumb nigga.
I saw you.
He ain't talking to no dumb nigga.
I saw you at a light.
I put
sleep on the steering wheel.
Listen, I put the car park because I already knew I was leaning. Threw the keys over in the passenger seat so they can't get you with the DWI. If they're in your pockets. Normally, you're supposed to get out the driver's seat. So I laid the seat back and I cut the car off, attached from the keys, and went to sleep and beat the case. Shout out to Andrew Andy Platt. Bad motherfucking life.
Yo, quick question. A couple nights ago, we just saw interesting turn of events with Antonio Brown at the Aiden Ross
Charleston
event.
White sent some niggas at him. He tried to act like he wasn't the back door.
I wasn't there. I ain't see it.
What?
I wasn't there.
Charleston, you know we got word that
I wasn't there.
So you didn't tell the people Antonio was in there?
No, I wasn't there. I was live.
He be coming up with some shit.
I was live on the stream.
I see how he does it.
Yeah, I was live on the stream. I just heard about it. I just heard about it.
The people be taking these internet clips, these little ass clips, and they go off with it.
I mean, I know what I'm doing. Shit, he know what I'm doing.
Yeah, they gonna run with that.
Yeah. So Charles, when you say you think you're the baddest, are you saying intellectually wise, as far as outwitting and outthinking people?
Yeah.
Because I think when you say that, people like
they thinking tough and fight. So Michael Jackson said, "I'm bad." It's the name of his album. And so I grew up watching Michael Jackson perform in countries that even understand what he's saying, but they would pass out when he turned his head. So nigga, I grew up wanting to be bad like Michael Jackson, making people watch me and listen to me. And now since I'm on stage, nigga, I got people doing it by the millions in the
So you got a pair of penny loafers in the club?
Yeah.
I used to put quarters in mine.
No, nigga, I used to do the Michael Jackson so good, my mama didn't go put me on putting on the hits and all that shit. So So I've been performing all my life playing.
So I just wanted to get, I mean, I know what he mean by it when he say he bad. I get what he's saying because he like, if he got you talking about him and you supposed to be badder than him, then that makes him badder than you because you talking about him. He ain't talking about you. You giving him a reason to talk about you, which he's capitalizing off.
Lil Boosie and you, the only two niggas, really completely disarm me where I can't because they won't engage. And nigga, that's how you beat a nigga that won't engage, got the skills to engage, and you don't engage him. He lose. So he got to go away. It's like the line waiting for you to come down.
It's like today, right? If he could get me to stand up out this seat,
like I did Mob James,
I lose.
I got Mob James to do it. Made
you get what I'm saying? Because at that point, you can't handle his mental.
You can't get wound up.
You got to be able to like. He gonna say triggering shit. He done shot 2-3 of them at me already, right? But he know I know. So I'm gonna roll off this nigga.
But nigga, I'm a nigga's mama, his woman, and his auntie that he can't out argue, and he can't put his hands on. Most niggas will beat his girl up if she can out talk him. Most niggas can't out talk that girl. So if I can out talk you, nigga, you lose. Cause most niggas ain't designed to out talk.
Now, you just watching the both of y'all in this interaction, this is like two of the greatest internet, I don't want to say manipulators, but
you can say it how you want to
maneuverers. Who do you think has a bigger handle on controlling the internet?
It all depends on what you, okay.
Because you guys got different lanes, different channels.
I can't do what he does.
I can't do what he do.
I can't, like the shit he says and does. If I did it, I would be facing a different situation. I can't do it.
He can go sit down in a back room with an executive. An executive go send somebody to come get me to sit down with them because of what I said and the outlandish things that I project. Nigga, this nigga, see, this what made me salute his game. He was.
Stop dreaming, start booking. Your next trip is just a deal away on Priceline. Priceline.
Life doesn't stop when you're getting an education. That's why Sophia offers self-paced online.
He was Suge Knight's chauffeur. I'm a game.
What you mean? Where you get that?
That's the word that I was going to ask you about.
That's okay, now hold on. Hold on, stop right there. It's one picture of me and Suge in the car together, and Suge is driving. What y'all do know Suge don't trust?
But that is the story.
That's the story. Hold on, wait.
Wait.
First of all, let's clear this shit up. It's one photo of me and Suge on the internet, and Suge's driving. He in a red Bentley. Secondly, Suge didn't trust nobody. I'm gonna say it. He may not like it, but the off-duty police that worked for him.
Which was Reggie.
No, it wasn't even Reggie.
Oh shit.
Reggie ran the security agency, but he only trusted, I think the nigga was like named Cortez or something. And he had a Benz where the passenger seat was out. He was sitting in the back seat and dude would drive. Now he had trust the homies to follow him. But Sugar did so much weird shit, he never knew what motherfuckers do. Right. He did, right? So let's get one thing straight. And
you wasn't a chauffeur.
Never. I never wore a death row chain. I refused that because
listen, let me ask you.
I wasn't gonna do the Simon Says shit.
How you get in the industry? Nigga, you don't rap, you don't sing. How you get in this industry?
Okay, so my first real business meeting was with Reggie Wright. Suge was in jail. You got to remember in the 90s, I was doing time. I wasn't around back then.
I know.
Right? So my homeboy, Pooh Ryder, rest in peace, he was in the penitentiary with Suge. Pooh, all he wanted to do was put work in, smash shit, which irritated the hell out of me because Suge had a name for them type of people. He called them crash dummies. And it irritated the hell out of me that my road dog was that. He
was considered a crash dummy.
He went and put the big death row thing on his back. He did all this shit. So one day he said, "Wack, could you take me up to Death Row to get my check?" So I drove him up there to get his check. Reggie was there, right? Reggie then told him when he met Wack, Wack pulled up in the Benz. I had the trucking industry, real estate industry. I was already doing what I was doing, right? I wasn't doing nothing in music. So Reg invited me to the Soul Train Awards, right? And this is when we had the Rumble with Nate Dogg and them. Keita Rock from 6-0 was still with us back then. And some shit kicked off. And, you know, you got homies and then you got warriors. And as things was going on, Reg and Keita Rock seen how it was moving, even taking control of the car. I wasn't finna, then after this shit went on, all these niggas used to be signed to Death Row. Ain't no way I'm finna let a chauffeur drive me back to this motherfucking location that these niggas didn't work out of the last decade or so, right? So I took control of the limo, parked up the street, make sure we walked down the street to make sure niggas wasn't waiting in ambushes. At that point in time, Keita Rock told Reggie, we need him around. I said, Reg, I want to discuss the business because I wrote a book in prison called Infiltration. And my idea was, it was 12 chapters. I wanted to put a song with each one of the chapters, put the CD on front of the book, came by one without buying another. At the time, it was rumored they was going to do Death Row Films. Suge is in the pen. So when Reggie talking to Suge, he like, yeah, man, Pooh Ryder homeboy come around. Suge knew my name from the joint. We just never did no time together, right? So every time I'm coming up there, it's business. When Suge came home, I said with Suge on business, I refused a death row chain. You hear when them niggas called him Simon?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is? Hey man, go to the store, do that. Why I gotta do it? Because Simon said do it. Nigga, I wasn't going for none of that. Already had a crib, had a couple cars, had 3 streams of revenue. And them niggas got paid less than minimum wage. He gave them niggas a condo to stay in, 3 at a time, a car to drive under the company name, and $2,500 a month. Them niggas working 18 hours a day, 6 days a week. If you add that shit up, that's close to $3 an hour.
Yeah, sure, wrong hit them motherfucker. But they ain't going for it.
No, they went for it.
They
so
going for it.
You gotta remember when people say that, I don't even know where that come from. I believe SKG man started that shit, and SKG wasn't
well,
there.
You know that's the storyline into the trucking industry. You went from chauffeur.
No. I was already in the trucking industry.
Okay, well,
Suge didn't come home till 02.
Yeah,
my trucking game started in 99. By the time Suge came home, I had a fleet. I had BMW, Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen, and Range Rover contracts through Wagon and Truckers. I was already doing. Suge could tell you. He asked me one day, man, park that truck. I need you around. I said, I tell you what, you give me $500,000 up front, because I was doing like $250,000 a truck back then. I give you 12 hard months. If don't nothing come with it, I'll go back to what I'm doing. But I'm thinking $500,000, that's 2 years of work up front. I get a nigga 12 months for a 2-year hit. This is when I realized Suge was going broke. This when I seen it, right? And then when I really see it is when he started asking me for money and for, you know what I'm saying? I didn't Death Row, Reggie left. That's when I realized the buildings was in Reggie's name. Mm-hmm. If Reggie wouldn't have been a part of that, that shit would have shut down while he was in there. And then Lydia, I believe, won in about 03, 04. They took the name. That's when it became The Row. By the Big U never saw Death Row as it was. So when he talking about he saw Suge with all his money, that's cap. Suge was already bankrupt, on his way. The bill hadn't been paid for in 6-7 months. He was squatting. By 2007, Suge was flat broke. He was sleeping on the couch in the Devil Lanes, the homie G-Down and Mondoose, sleeping on their couch in the gutter. It's a fact.
Yeah, shout out to them niggas. I used to see them niggas give away Christmas trees and shit.
Y'all don't remember, bro. Think about it. See, if y'all really think about it, y'all be caught up in the nigga name and what he did prior to. Think about it. What type of music mogul is catching a case for beating a prostitute on the Las Vegas Strip? If y'all think about it, that ain't no motherfucker who up.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So bro, when Suge went to jail, what kind of car he was driving? A pickup truck. Niggas is so caught up in what it used to be, they blinded what's right in front of them. I'm gonna ask you a question that you should have been trolling, but you never thought about. Why is Suge really in the penitentiary right now?
For killing what's up, Bobby Louis brother, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Bobby Louis brother. He ran over.
He ran over a nigga.
Car. But this real reason was he was scared to fight Bone. Bone wanted to fade. He fired on him through the window. Bam, bam, get out, nigga, get out. Instead of Suge, what'd he do? Threw the truck in reverse, threw it in drive, threw Bone off, bagged over him, ran over his leg, and then tried to make a run for it. See, this is the world don't want to see it for what it. Suge Knight got 28 years and killed his homie because he was scared to squabble Bone. Whoa. Think about what I'm telling you. All Bone wanted was a squabble. Wasn't no gun there. Bone had a walkie-talkie. All he wanted was a squabble. Why? Because you just went to Bone's place of business when they was filming Straight Outta Compton. His way because the police was there. So Bone left the east side, went to the west side, caught him, and took off on him through the window and said, get out, let's get out. So if Suge would have put it in park, opened the door and squabbled, Terry Carter still be alive, he would have never caught the murder in the pickup truck.
Now we seen towards the end of Suge's career, right? There was some moments that he had where he ended up getting to a lot of situations, a lot of fights.
Well, niggas bagged up from me. Yeah. The homies got away from me. I told him straight up, I said, look, because this is what he'll do. You'll call him like, y'all need to get that meeting with that dude, right? And what he'll do, he'll be like, yeah, we're going to meet him tomorrow. Meet me in Hollywood, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You meet him over there at 7 o'clock. He go to driving around next year, 9, 10 o'clock. Oh, we going to meet him over here. So he telling everybody he going to do these meetings just to get a crowd with him, and we figured it out. So I said, nigga, ain't no more evening night meetings. And nigga got to be between 12 and 5. We look up, It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We at a club. This nigga that went through the back door, he gone. So once we figured it out, everybody bagged up from it. And everybody bagged up from him, wasn't nobody no longer around him. That's when you saw the barber knock him out.
Yeah.
Greg the barber.
So those situations continuously happen for him, right? But there was situations with you that are on the internet. They're saying that Big U, Tiny Draws caught you lacking. And
you know what's crazy? Everywhere they say something happened with me is 9,000 cameras and they ain't never got it. Nigga, if Wack walking through the door with Game, Blueface, we coming through rolling loud. You know, what all the cameras doing?
Yeah, facts recorded.
They on, right? Now, this is the crazy part about this shit. Rick Rock spoke on the No Junker segment because he was acting security for Game that night. Hey, bro, if I catch a nosebleed, I fart, I slip and fall on accident. Niggas got that on camera. So this when I realized the hate was real. You got a nigga that swing at a nigga, right? He don't connect. We moving because we late. But by the time I took like 2 steps after the swung, it dawned on me, like, this nigga just swinging me.
Really just did it.
So when I turned, the nigga took off running. This when I know the hate is real. He runs. Nobody ever says, let Wack swing on this nigga and run. What they gonna say? I'm a bitch ass nigga.
They trying to sneak.
Right? He swings and runs. So when I run to the direction, all the Samoan security, I'm like, bro, watch out. I know he back there. I said the nigga swung. He tried to, when you dope feed a nigga, try to dope feed a nigga like you trying to knock him out. Said the nigga tried to knock me out.
Come get you. Yeah.
So I see his homie. I'm so mad his homie came up there with us, the homie Milk, which I was wrong for. Milk came up there with us. He from Gray Street. I see his homie and turn the wrath on him. Right?
He gonna come out somehow.
Yeah, but Milton had nothing to do with it. But this nigga then ran over there, hopped the gate, and ran down Figueroa, right?
Yeah, I think they got a video of me and you supposed to get into it at a Michael Jordan event or something.
That ain't no me and you, that's me and Mike.
Yeah.
Mike security, right? So that's what I'm saying. They'll make up. Charleston, that was like 2013.
Yeah, that's a nigga. I was, man.
Yeah, so, when it comes to me, it's like,
Why are we called Northern Tool and Equipment and not Northern Tool and Tomfoolery? Unlike the big box stores, when you ask one of us, do you have a 3,000 PSI 4 GPM wet steam and hot water pressure washer? Our answer won't be...
They create some shit, Big U paperwork. It don't take a rocket scientist to understand this is Big U on a wiretap. You my homie, I'm talking to you, right? And I know I've been saying, whenever I catch this nigga is on, and you catch the nigga by himself, and you 20 deep, you can't get on the phone with your homeboy and say, I ran into him and didn't do nothing. You just can't do that. But if you read the paperwork said we was 20 deep. Wack jumped out his car. This is what he said. Wack jumped out his car. Okay, Wack been calling you a snitch for 2 years because of the grid program. It's 20 of y'all. You ain't no fool. What's the only thing gonna make 20 gang members in LA stand like statues?
You telling?
Shit.
What's the only thing gonna make 20 gang members stand like statues?
The leader.
Listen to me, right? He says it. It's a reason why he didn't move. I just simply told him what I told him. See, it's like this with me. When the odds is against you, you got to target your man. When you tell her, listen, if Charleston White with 20 niggas and they catch me, right? And I jump out of the car and I tell Charleston, I don't care what happened to me, but I'm gonna get you first. And he see that something there that he can get got with. He see that this motherfucker is already ready. Charleston gonna do what Big U did. Don't move cuz it kill me.
Take heed.
I told him, I don't give a fuck what happened. You going first. Right? But he on the phone with his homie, so he gotta say he was begging for his life. Nigga, any nigga been calling you a snitch 2 years, begging for your life make you go get him even more. The more pussy a nigga act, the more they gonna whoop him. Ain't begging for a nigga life ain't gonna stop a nigga from coming to get you. that been looking for you.
Not after this repression.
Like, so you know, sometimes you gotta do the math and understand what a nigga's on his phone just bullshitting and creating a reason on why you did not. I can tell you this, he didn't go home that night. I guarantee you he didn't go home between the hours of 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. That's a fact. Now you gotta ask yourself why you didn't go home. I know for a fact he didn't go home. Right? You know why? He know me. You been running this nigga Dewberry. You know this nigga, right? You know to what extent he'd go to, and you didn't let him get away. And you know he know everything about where you at. Sometimes you danger. You get what I'm saying? So you know, at the end of the day, I mean, shout out to him. We all reading his paperwork. He obviously wasn't, you know, I'm 26,000 pages of wiretaps and 46,000 of evidence, and you knew your phone was hot since 2021, but yet you stayed on your phone and called all your homies and included to pull them into this type of shit. The New Jersey paperwork that
did you ever expect this from him?
I never knew this side of him. So
you knew him for a long time.
You know, but you got to remember he came out of prison. So our thing was to build him into the rap game and the real estate game. This shit that I'm reading from talking to his homies from back then, when I backed away from him and doors started closing on him over there, he went back to his old ways of what he did in the 80s and the early 90s. Like
right after the pandemic, homie, y'all was positioning yourselves like to be a new mogul, entertainment mogul type entryway for artists for the West Coast and further on. So yeah.
But he got listen, when I went and did the deal with Cash Money for the Cash Money West thing, and I signed Blueface, Schoolyard is an enemy of 6-0. And when he called me talking about, damn, I got artists over here, but you signed my enemies. I said, hey nigga, did you forget when you came home, we helped you? When the fuck you become the dictator of our business and how we do our business? You came home and beat your son half to death, and the power rules had to build. See, I know everything. We had to come get you out. When your house went into foreclosure, nigga, we had to save you. How the fuck you gonna tell me, nigga, who I'm signing and not? That's part of your problem, is you didn't want to sign nobody unless they was from your neighborhood. Now, if I was like that, saying if you ain't a power rule, I ain't gonna sign you, it's a whole lot of business I would have missed out on. So at that point, I said, look, bro, this is what we gonna do. We gonna bag up, because Suge had already been on me. Suge had already said, fuck Big U. Then fuck that nigga. That was a mistake, me bringing that nigga around. Leave that nigga where he at. I was just being a brother to him. But once I seen that, and then people around him started talking to me when I ran into him, I started saying, whoever feed the people, lead the people. So if these niggas is running around you starving, I happen to pull up one day at a gas station. Damn, nigga, what's up? What you doing sitting here? Man, I'm waiting for the nigga Big U to pull up, man, and bring me some money for gas. What you mean bring some money for gas? Nigga, hold up, and I fill up his tank and go in my pocket and get a nigga a few hundred. My nigga, what you doing? Get up out of here. Guess what happens with that same individual when he hears something that he think I need to know? So it was 4-5 people around me, and 600 know this because when I tell 600 the shit I do, because 600 was around him after I kind of left, got away from him. When I tell him the shit I know, he like, damn, Wack, you knew all? Yeah, because they telling me.
Wix, one platform, any website, unlimited creation. Describe your needs and goals, and AI will transform your tailored brief into a unique website that's ready to perform in minutes. Customize it. Shape your visitor's experience down to the finest detail. Monitor, measure, and manage all your website's activity from one place. Personalized, customized, Wix.
I had a bad dream.
opportunity. Did you think our story was over? You're dead. You, of all people, know that dead is just a word. He's here. Vengeance is mine.
That's what make the Fed so powerful. They gather information. They don't want ass. They don't want money. They want information to ask.
Yeah,
So that's what make him so sharp, homie. And he lie on your motherfucking ass too, just to rattle your case.
Who?
You, nigga.
When?
Yeah, you lying talking about I was fucking some preacher taking the church out, nigga.
You talking about the preacher at Dallas?
That nigga Bishop Eli be on Real Life Street. Boy, that nigga was mad. The motherfuckers you said it. That nigga mad. That little short nigga mad.
Look how he laughs at that
Boy, that nigga swear by God.
So wait, hold on, Charles. I'm gonna make you tell the truth. So let's keep it real. I studied him. You know what he don't do it that bad no more. When he start talking real fast, if you can slip the questions in there, he'll answer it wrong without realizing he answering it. So I got the nigga going on Clubhouse. He talking real fast. So I say, yeah, you still go to that church? They told me to start going to this church, right? He said, yeah, nigga. But woo. I said, yeah, you talk about the preacher that did all the time in the penitentiary? Yeah. Nigga did 30 years, nigga. So what, nigga? Woo. I said, yeah, y'all still fucking? And I hit him with it, and he didn't respond. And when he didn't respond, I left the app. And that's what it ended.
Clubhouse,
yeah, that nigga Bishop Eli out here that said, man, I'm gonna get that nigga, man.
Well, hold on. I didn't say it. Charleston never said it was a lie.
I said, man, this bitch ass nigga throw this shit out here. All right, man, you not even stop on that. I ain't wanna argue no more. Man, this bitch ass nigga, man.
You brought your ass in my jungle fucking with me. Did you not?
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't know nothing about Clubhouse. I let this nigga trick me and wind me up, and I want to your ass too. So they don't treat I ain't know this is playing field.
And then he logged out.
Man,
so
they can mute you, man.
Hey, listen, let me tell you what I did to it. One day he up there talking crazy, right? I said I'm gonna blow his whole account up in about 10 seconds. I did a countdown, that nigga whole account blew up. Boom!
Yeah, they took my shit. I ain't been back yet. That's what made me quit. Damn. Yeah, but I said, man, this shit, man. These white people, he the only one making money over here. They taking my clips, put them on YouTube channels, monetizing.
Guess who was taking his clip?
They were eating off my ass.
My BB&T.
They were eating off my ass.
Shout out to Clubhouse, TV Clubhouse.
Nigga, once I snapped, I said, oh, man, they eating off, man, because every time I look up, nigga, these motherfucking clips over here doing numbers.
Shout out to Ray Gibbs. Hey, listen, but see, everybody was like, why you won't? That's the peasants talking.
I'm bringing the fan in here. Hold on.
Look, that's the peasants talking.
I fit out to go to my 5:30 appointment. So y'all
look, that's the peasants talking, right? Well, y'all don't understand what you're dealing with. This was a very touchy battle.
Mm-hmm. Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you. Start using EVMux, which is a web-based live streaming tool that allows you to be able to stream and record in 1080p full HD completely for free. Go to evmux.com and create your free account today.
And Max Verstappen wins!
The Honorable Podium Series, engineered for exceptional results.
right? At that point in time when we both was, either one of us, it could either be a stalemate or one of us could leave with the next motherfucker's pull.
Yeah.
In this situation, I chose a stalemate. On some real shit.
That's just me. Yeah, I
feel like you have fun with that
because I ain't fit to keep fucking with you, and you ain't saying nothing back. Nigga, I ain't fit to keep
because at that point in time,
it gonna make me look stupid.
I start running the narrative. This nigga obsessed with me.
Man, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, no. So nigga, I'm not finna leave nigga alone.
Back, like,
I'm
gonna tell you, I did you a favor because you was slipping. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do him like that because the nigga really ain't my enemy. Yo, people let your trademark lapse.
Yeah.
And I had it.
No. That nigga called and told me.
I called and told. I was gonna take his shit. I said, you know what? He ain't my enemy like that. So I called. Yeah, I fight different. I called and told him.
That's like punch you in the mouth and they give you an ice pack.
No,
like,
but at that point, I think he started to understand, like, okay, because niggas was telling him I wanted to get him, I hate him, and all kind of shit.
Of course.
And we had talked on the phone a couple times.
Yeah, they just didn't know that.
Yeah, we had some hits. So more people don't know we was already secretly bonding. Yeah. I just wasn't coming to the internet saying nothing about it.
Yeah, so
shit, don't tell them now.
I mean, it is what it is, man. But look, since you always kept